Hi everyone, it's your boy Ricky here from Bermero Cards, and I am here today for Honeybee Stamps to show you how I made a card from their latest release. You guys, you know I am in love with this release, and I can't get enough of it. So we are going to be playing with two of my favorite things that I've already made cards with, but I can't help it. I have to use these products because I just freaking love them. I'm going to be using the Pine Tree embossing folder and also the Lucky Lures, and I'm going to show you how I made this card. Bam. I should have made it a Father's Day card, but you know, whatever. I did use some Simon Hurley solar paste in this, so it's going to be pretty awesome to see. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, but first make sure you like, subscribe, click that bell so that you know that Honeybee Stamps has a new video out. And yeah, let's go make this card. Here we go. Okay, so to make this card, we're going to be using the Into the Woods embossing folder. We are going to be using the Lovely Layers lures here, and this is the instruction sheet that comes along with it. We will also be using the sentiment set Hooked on You, along with the matching dies. And we're also going to be using some card panels I made with the Simon Hurley Solar Paste. You could check out that video over on my YouTube page on how I made these and all these lovely products. Very pretty here. We have like a rainbow assortment. And then we're also going to be using a few other colors to, match the layers of the lures that we're going to be making. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that embossing folder and we're going to put our black piece of paper in it and run that through the die cutting machine or embossing machine, whatever you would like to call that. And we'll just run that through really quick. Okay, so that's out of the machine. We're going to take the paper out. I'm just going to show you the texture here. Lovely. Love it. I cannot get enough of this embossing folder, you guys. It's definitely a must-have here. So now we're going to play with the lures here. We are going to do some layering here with the glittery cardstock from the Solar Paste of Simon Hurley, and we're also going to mix it with some solid color cardstock that I had in my stash. So I'm just taking some random pieces of scraps here, and we are going to cut these out of each color. And then we will just build the layers to these lures so that there's some awesome texture and some shininess and what I like to call a touch of fancy. I did cut a strip off of the Solar Paste panel here, which I did on black, and we will run that through the die cutting machine as well. And this little itty bitty buzz die cut machine is amazing. It's also from Honeybee Stamps. Okay, and now we're just gonna do another layer here. We're gonna do two more. I only end up using one of these in the card, but I decided to go ahead and make two because why not? We have everything out, we might as well make more than we need so that we can use it on another card when we need to be like in a rush, because that's how we do. And I'm just doing this third guy here. We're going to run that through. That's like a gold, orange, black cardstock to put those two layers on. And I did cut out the sinker. I think this thing's called. What is this thing called? No, this isn't the sinker. This is the flotation thing. You guys, I'm bad at the fish terms. I don't know. The bobble, the whatever it is. Anyway, I made that from the blue Simon Hurley stamp or solar paste, which I think is called Beluga, and then I used the pink as well. We'll go ahead and put this guy together. He comes in two layers, and I'm just putting that on black cardstock and using some Honeybee Stamps glue. And I'm using the tweezers here because I have big old man hands and I need it. So then we put the orange down, and then we're just going to put like a little pink face mask on him. And, because lures, they're like all kinds of crazy colors, you guys. There's no rhyme or reason, so you can just make this the way that you want. And we're going to do the green guy here. We have the main body on the solar paste for that I made for from Simon Hurley's solar paste, and then I'm going to cut out a solid piece of green to put on top of that. And then I also cut out a little orange face for him as well. There we go. We're going to place that down. Now it's time to make the hooks. I'm just using some mirrored cardstock here, silver, and we will run that through the die cutting machine and get all the hooks. As you can see above, I have some that are cut out already. They are the gold hooks that I used from a previous card. You can never have too many hooks. So now I'm going to take the embossed piece of paper. I'm just going to cut this down. I think it's 3 by 5 1/4 is what it ends up being. Because I was putting the lures on the black part and I was like, this is too much room. There's not enough to like really, there's too much real estate. So I needed to chop that down a little bit. This is some paper from the latest paper pack. And it's just some like star, like sky, dark sky with stars, kind of like splatter. So I thought that would be nice. And here I am, I'm putting the hooks onto the lures. I actually decided to go with the gold ones that I already had cut out because they just went better with the colors of the lures. And, you know, I kind of wasted some time with the silver, but that's okay. We'll use the Honeybee Stamps glue here to get this down and placed onto the pattern paper that I've chosen. And we'll make sure that that's nice and centered onto the card panel. Now we will take that card panel and we will use some glue and we will place this down onto the card base, which is Accent Opaque 120 pound cardstock. We'll get that placed onto the base, make sure it's nice and even, and we'll move to the next step. Now we're going to do the sentiment. I'm just taking my embossing tool here to take off all the static from the black cardstock. We use some embossing ink and we're going to press that down onto the paper. We'll just leave it there a few seconds to make sure that the ink sticks. And then I'm going to use some silver embossing powder to create this this sentiment. Although now that I look back, I probably should have used gold, but it's fine. It's great. We made some magic here with the heat embossing. That's what heat embossing is about, is making magic. And then we will take the matching die and cut this sentiment out. You guys, you probably get tired of hearing me saying this, but literally these matching dies for the sentiments are game changers. Like, it just makes your card look so much more elegant. It gives it a touch of fancy. I'm not good at fussy cutting, so it gets a little weird, and then I end up having to redo it all because I don't like it, because I'm crazy. But you know what? With the dies, you just use it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use some foam tape. We're going to place that on the back of all the lures, as you can see that I'm doing here. And then what we'll do is we will take off the release paper and get that placed onto the card. Actually, we're going to put foam tape on the sentiment, then do all the release paper. I'm going to position these where I want them on the card. And now we will release the paper. I was having a little bit of issues here. Don't have a lot of fingernails currently at the moment. So yeah, I'm fighting here with it. But anywho, we finally got that done. We're going to center that onto the card. We will do the next for this guy too. Get that placed down on the card. And you guys, the card will pretty much be done once I get everything here. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Make sure that you head over to Honeybee Stamps and check out all their latest products. You can also click the links down in the description to get there. Make sure you follow us over on Instagram and Facebook and all that great stuff. And you can check me out too by searching for Bromero Cards on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you guys again. I really appreciate it. I'm going to hold up the card here to show you what it looks like, and then we will be gone. So you guys have a great week, a great day, great night whenever you're watching this, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.